Urgent Kansas City Chiefs fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Kansas City Chiefs updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, Chiefs fans, buckle up, because today's news is heating up, and it's got everyone talking. We're diving into a topic that's been circulating around the NFL community and, of course, among Chiefs Kingdom, the possibility of the team making a bold move in this year's draft. And no, it's not just about the usual off-season rumors or speculative picks. We're talking about the potential signing of a third-round quarterback, a move that could reshape the future of the franchise for years to come. Now, I know what you're thinking, wait, a third-round quarterback? Isn't that a bit risky? Well, that's exactly what makes this story so intriguing. Because, if you look at the history of the NFL, some of the most successful quarterbacks started in rounds quite similar to this one, and sometimes, these picks turn out to be game changers. The Chiefs, as you all know, have a rich history of making smart, strategic decisions, especially in the draft. They've built a team that's competitive, resilient, and driven by a relentless desire to win. But, with the departure of their longtime starting quarterback, a player who has been the face of the franchise for over a decade, the team finds itself at a crossroads. Patrick Mahomes, of course, is the centerpiece, the superstar who transformed the Chiefs into Super Bowl champions. But now, the question is, who will be the next man up? Who will step into that leadership role, and more importantly, how will the Chiefs fill that void? The draft is just around the corner, and the buzz is that Kansas City's front office is strongly considering taking a quarterback in the third round. Why the third round? Well, that's a strategic choice. It's a sweet spot where you can often find talented players who might have slipped through the cracks in the early rounds. These players often come with less pressure and more room to develop, making them ideal candidates to groom behind a veteran. Think about it, many successful teams have used this approach to build their future quarterback depth, creating a pipeline of talent that can evolve into the franchise's future face. Now, the speculation isn't coming out of nowhere. Analysts and insiders are pointing out that the Chiefs are eyeing some promising prospects in this draft class. Some of these young guns possess incredible arm talent, athleticism, and leadership potential. They might not be household names just yet, but they have the tools to develop into stars. The Chiefs have a history of uncovering hidden gems. Remember when they picked Mahomes in the first round? That was a gamble that paid off big time. So, could history repeat itself? It's entirely possible. The team's scouting department has been actively examining these third-round quarterbacks, weighing their strengths, weaknesses, and potential fit within the Chiefs' offensive system. Of course, making this move isn't just about adding another quarterback to the roster. It's about making a statement, about showing that the Chiefs are committed to maintaining their competitive edge. They understand that the quarterback position remains the most critical on the field, and having a young, talented player learning behind a seasoned veteran could be the key to future success. This approach is not without risks, but the rewards could be tremendous if they hit the right pick. Now, I know many of you are eager to know, who are these prospects? Well, some names are starting to surface, and they include quarterbacks from different college programs, each with unique skill sets. There's a lot of talk about a few quarterbacks who excel in mobility, pocket presence, and high football IQ. Some of these players faced tough competition in college, which has only sharpened their resilience and readiness for the NFL. The scouting reports highlight their arm strength, decision-making, and leadership qualities, all critical traits that the Chiefs could be looking for in this draft. But, as always in the NFL, nothing is set in stone until the pick is made. The Chiefs' management has been tight-lipped about their exact draft strategy. They're probably studying the board very carefully, analyzing which players will be available when their turn comes up. Are they going to go for a quarterback in the third round, or will they choose to strengthen other positions, like offensive line, linebacker, or secondary? That's the big question. Many insiders believe that if the right quarterback is available, Kansas City might pull the trigger, especially considering the importance of securing a future signal caller that can develop into a star. And let's not forget the context of this draft. We're in a period where teams are increasingly valuing versatility and high football IQ in their picks, especially at the quarterback position. The NFL has evolved so much, with offenses becoming more dynamic and complex. A quarterback with the ability to adapt, make quick decisions, and lead under pressure is priceless. The Chiefs, with their innovative offensive system led by Andy Reid and the genius of Patrick Mahomes, are in a perfect position to develop a quarterback with these traits. Speaking of Mahomes, he's been a shining beacon for the franchise, inspiring confidence and excitement among fans. But every great team needs a succession plan, and that's where this third-round pick could become vital. Think about the long-term plan. Mahomes isn't getting any younger, and while he's still at the peak of his powers, the team's future depends on finding and developing his successor now. This draft could be the beginning of that process, and Chiefs fans are eager to see who the team will select. Now, I want to highlight a little bit about the current season. The Chiefs have been competitive as always, but there's an undercurrent of anticipation and anxiety. The team's defense has been solid, but the offense, especially the quarterback position, remains the focal point of discussions. The addition of a young quarterback could change the dynamic, providing fresh energy and competition. It could also serve as a motivational factor for Mahomes himself, pushing him to elevate his game even further, knowing that the team is preparing for the future. Looking at the recent history of the Chiefs, they've shown a remarkable ability to adapt and reinvent themselves. Remember when they traded up to draft Mahomes, or when they made bold moves in free agency to strengthen the roster? That's part of what makes this team special, their willingness to take calculated risks and think long-term. So, a third-round quarterback isn't just a gamble, it's a calculated investment in the team's future success. And the fans are, of course, divided on this topic. Some believe that the Chiefs should focus on other positions in this draft, perhaps bolstering their defense or offensive line to support Mahomes and the offense. Others argue that investing in a quarterback now is the smartest move, especially since the draft is full of talented prospects who could develop into franchise players. It's a classic debate, and the truth is, only time will tell how this all unfolds. As we approach the draft day, the excitement is palpable. The Chiefs fans are glued to their screens, analyzing every rumor, every mock draft prediction, every insider report. The anticipation of who the team will select in that crucial third round is building up. Will they surprise us? Will they go for the safe pick, or will they take a bold gamble? Whatever happens, one thing is for sure, the future of the Kansas City Chiefs hinges on decisions like these. Now, let's talk a little about the broader picture. The NFL landscape is changing rapidly, with new quarterbacks emerging every year, and the Chiefs are no exception. The league is more competitive than ever, and every pick counts. A strategic move in the draft can set the tone for the team's entire season and beyond. The Chiefs have already proven they know how to build a winning culture, but adding a young quarterback in the third round could be the next piece of that puzzle. And, of course, we can't ignore the fan base's passion. Chiefs fans are some of the most dedicated in the NFL. They travel in droves to Arrowhead Stadium, chant loudly, and support their team through thick and thin. The idea of drafting a quarterback in the third round sparks hope and excitement, but it also brings some anxiety. Will the pick pan out? Will the new quarterback live up to the hype? These are questions that will be answered in the coming weeks, but one thing's for sure, the energy in Chiefs Kingdom is electric right now. In conclusion, the upcoming NFL draft isn't just another event on the calendar. It's a potential turning point for the Kansas City Chiefs. The idea of selecting a third-round quarterback isn't just about filling a roster spot, it's about investing in the future, building depth, and continuing the winning tradition that fans have come to love. The team's front office is undoubtedly weighing their options, balancing risk and reward, and trying to make the best decision for the franchise's long-term success. So, Chiefs fans, stay tuned, keep your fingers crossed, and get ready for a draft day that could redefine the future of your beloved team. The journey to another Super Bowl title might just start with that one bold move in the third round. And now, Kansas City Chiefs fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Kansas City Chiefs. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Kansas City Chiefs news.